So let's raise the big question. Will the Mamata Banerjee government pass the Sandeshkhali test? Why is the key accused Shah Jahan Sheikh still absconding? Is the BJP playing politics ahead of Lok Sabha polls? Is an independent probe now needed into crimes against women in Sandeshkhali? Joining me now is Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the BJP. Its evergreen spokesperson joins me. Riju Datta is TMC spokesperson. Fauad Halim is CPIM leader. They too are calling for action in Sandeshkhali. And Indrajit Kundu is our Kolkata bureau chief who has a ground view of what's happening. To you, Riju Datta, first. Let's be very clear. The TMC cannot now divert responsibility on Sandeshkhali. The fact is, there are testimonies of women in Sandeshkhali which are accusing your leadership there, local leadership, of sexual harassment. Why has the government, A, not arrested Shah Jahan Sheikh, who's been absconding, and why have you all not filed suo motu FIRs, given that all these testimonies now are in the public domain?
Very honest and straightforward. Forget what TMC has to say. What did the Honorable Supreme Court in all its wisdom said today? Number one, they refused to form an SIT in Sandeshkhali. Number two, they stayed the Lok Sabha privilege proceedings against top officers of the West Bengal administration. Number three, they denied a CBI probe. And number four, the Supreme Court categorically refused to compare Sandeshkhali with Manipur. With that, the Apex Court has drawn a line against the nasty politics of the BJP, which they were playing.
Mr. Riju Datta, Mr. Riju Datta, you're selectively quoting what was said by the Supreme Court. The same Supreme Court, while refusing to entertain a PIL seeking an SIT probe into Sandeshkhali, says High Court is already looking into the matter. That's why they are saying we will not intervene. You cannot use the Supreme Court as a fig leaf. I asked you a straight question. Why was a suo motu FIR not filed? Mamata Banerjee claims that she has zero tolerance towards crimes against women. Why is Shah Jahan Sheikh, your TMC leader, absconding since the first week of January?
Clear. The West Bengal police and the West Bengal administration works without fear or favor. Already, the West Bengal government has taken suo motu cognizance and Uttam Sardar was arrested, a politically elected member of Trinamool Congress from that area. Then later on, before 6th of February, not a single case was lodged. After 6th of February, when a couple of cases was lodged, the second person here, the second accused here, Shibu Hajra, is also arrested. Mamata Banerjee has done her Raj Dharma, unlike the BJP, who
Where is Shah Jahan Sheikh? Mr. Riju Datta, on this issue, the TMC cannot take the moral high ground. Where is Shah Jahan Sheikh? From the first week of January, he has been avoiding, he seems to be in hiding. The truth of the matter is that when the ED reaches Sandeshkhali, his goons surround the ED. I mean, you cannot have this kind of rule and say it's Raj Dharma.
Rajdeep, Partha Chatterjee was arrested by the ED. Our minister, Jyotipriya Mallika, minister, was arrested. Why nothing unto what happened when ED went to their house? Why it happened in Sardesai? Because the CRPF with the ED made communal slurs in that area. Simple. And now Shah Jahan is absconding, like many other people who are absconding from this country under the nose of BJP. Now I will give you three valid points. West Bengal police is looking for Sheikh Shah Jahan. The ED has issued a lookout notice, and Sandeshkhali falls under the 50-kilometer jurisdiction of the BSF. The leader of opposition of Bengal has categorically said, I have locations of Sheikh Shah Jahan. Why doesn't he give it to the BSF? So are you saying BSF is also incompetent in this? He is absconding. Whenever the police finds him, they will take the necessary action.
You are giving me an assurance on this show that he will not be protected? That at no stage will you protect him in any way?
And the West Bengal administration doesn't shield criminals. We have zero tolerance, unlike BJP or any other political party.
Okay, this is a criminal though who's your TMC leader of the area. Sanju Verma, please respond to what you're hearing. The fact is that two of the key henchmen of Shah Jahan Sheikh have been arrested. You have the NCW ma'am, which has gone today to Sandeshkhali and instantly calls for president's rule. I have never heard this NCW call for president's rule in Manipur, but they will, where more than 200 people have died. But the NCW calls for president's rule in Bengal. Is this dangerous politics being played? Yes, those responsible for crimes against women need to be acted against. But are you playing politics, ma'am?
Okay. Rajdeep, we are having a very sane debate on a very sensitive issue. And I will not indulge in any kind of tutu meme. You know, Raj Dharm ki baat ki yahan. Or, you know, I just want to remind the TMC panelist and also for the benefit of your audience, वो जो कहावत है न्याय के बिना राजा, नमक के बिना खाना और धर्म के बिना जीवन का कोई महत्व नहीं होता. And Mamata Banerjee, by virtue of being not only the Chief Minister of West Bengal, but also by virtue of being the de facto Home Minister of West Bengal, has completely failed. She's incompetent. And the reason I say this is because there is an entire track record which portrays her in a very unflattering light. If you recall, in 2021, a 75-year-old woman called Shobha Rani Mondal, she was the mother of a BJP activist. She was killed in broad daylight. Mamata Banerjee said, "Sab changa se kuch hua nahi." 2022, another 70-year-old lady called Shobha Rani Majumdar, again the mother of a BJP booth worker, was killed in broad daylight. Mamata Banerjee said, "Ye to BJP ki conspiracy hai." 2023, in North 24 Parganas, Kanan Roy, a 67-year-old woman, again the mother of a BJP activist, was killed in broad daylight. Mamata Banerjee said, "Ye to BJP ki conspiracy hai, kuch hua hi nahi." And recently, a few weeks back, Jyotsna Saha, the mother, 78-year-old mother of a BJP activist Raju Saha, was again killed in broad daylight by TMC goons, no less. And Mamata Banerjee said, "Sab changa se kuch hua hi nahi." So my point number one is, Mamata Banerjee has completely turned the other way when it comes to crimes under her long and incompetent nose. Point number two, and I'm glad, Rajdeep, today you mentioned this. The Supreme Court has said that the High Court has already taken suo motu cognizance of the horrifying violence in Sandeshkhali, and it is well equipped to carry forward the investigation. Nonetheless, the Supreme Court has advised that an SIT be formed under the aegis of 3 retired judges, which is what the Mamata Banerjee dispensation ought to be doing. My most important question is only this. When the Malda violence happened in 2016, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Bashirhat violence in 2017, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Asansol violence in 2018, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Jadavpur violence in 2019, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Sitakulchi violence in 2021, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Post-poll Bengal violence in 2021, Mamata Banerjee blamed the BJP. Panchayat violence in June 2023, where ballot boxes are being thrown into rivers and ponds, Mamata Banerjee says this is conspiracy by the BJP. But 30 seconds more. I am ashamed of one thing, Rajdeep. She is the only woman chief minister. I remember that time I was not into active politics. In 2012, there was the horrifying Park Street gang rape of a woman called Susan Jordan. And Mamata Banerjee said, "Oh, she's a loose woman. She goes clubbing, she goes whining, dining. She has multiple boyfriends." As if a woman is drinking alcohol, has multiple partners, that's an invitation to gang rape. Nothing changed when 2 years back, the Hansakhali gang rape happened, where a TMC councillor's son is accused of rape. 1 minute. What did Mamata Banerjee say? Hansakhali gang rape. Eta love affair chilo. Na meta pregnant chilo. You know, was this actually a rape, or was it a love affair gone wrong, or was the girl
Sanju Verma, I've given you ample time. You've listed out a series of cases. Just a minute, ma'am, now. I've given you ample time without stopping you, but I want to ask you the simple question before I move ahead. The demand for precedence rule. It is one thing to say that the culprits accused must be arrested, must be booked. You have every right to say that. But then to say precedence rule, that's where the politics comes in. The same NCW, which takes months to go to Manipur, doesn't call for precedence rule there. The same NCW, which is radio silent on a Bilkis Bano of women wrestlers, on Sandeshkhali, the Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe Commission, the NCW are all going and saying precedence rule. That is politicizing it. Don't you agree with that? Isn't that worrying for you?
Let me answer that. You know, Rajdeep, you asked a straight question, and I always back with a straight back. I'm not given into shoving things under the carpet. The NCW has the right to make recommendations. Arun Haldar, the chairman of the National Commission for Scheduled Castes, has the right to make a recommendation. The National Human Rights Commission has the right to make a recommendation. The governor, C.V. Ananda Bose, also has the right to make a recommendation to the union government. Then it is the prerogative of the union government to decide whether A, there has been a breakdown of constitutional machinery, If the answer is yes, under Article 356 of the Constitution, the President has the right to recommend President's
Okay, so you're
rule
saying these
to
are
the
only
Governor of West
recommendations.
Bengal.
My simple question was they didn't seem to see that similarly in the case of Manipur. But Riju Datta, you have been raising your hand for the last... Just a minute, ma'am. He was raising his hand patiently. I will give you a quick response to what you've just heard. She's listed out a series of crimes, all of which, in each instance, Mamata Banerjee says it's a BJP conspiracy.
By the same logic, by the logic of the BJP spokesperson, from Manipur to Unnao to Hathras to Brijbhushan and Saran Singh molesting our Olympians, to everybody, the most incompetent politician in this country is the Narendra Modi. By the same logic that he is
stop
going
making
on.
stupid allegations of the Prime Minister.
Sanju Verma, I will... Don't worry. Let him respond. Okay, no, 1 minute, ma'am. Ma'am, just a minute. Let me just put a voice down. Riju Datta, focus on the question I asked you.
I am focusing on the question. Who is the SC, the commission, the woman who came to Sandeshkhali? She's an ex-MP of the BJP from Uttar Pradesh. Who's Rekha Sharma? They are all, with all due respect, BJP stooges. I will not waste my time giving them importance. President's rule, is it a Golgappa? I challenge if Narendra Modi and Amit Shah have the guts to implement President rule in Bengal. The 2024 elections, I am telling you,
okay,
there is an important point which does not feature on your prime time.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me, Mr. Datta, Fawd Halim has been listening carefully to both of you. Fawd Halim, just a minute, ma'am. Fawd Halim of the left, please put their voices down. Okay, Fuad Halim's voice, there's a problem, but Indrajit Kundu is joining us. He's our bureau chief there. Indrajit, how is this playing out? The demand of President's rule being made by NCW, SC, is this all encircling Mamata in a way? Why is Shah Jahan Sheikh so important? Why is someone like Shah Jahan Sheikh, who's been absconding since January, not being touched by the police? What is the message?
Well, clearly the message isn't savory for the Trinamool Congress and for the state in general, because, Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress, the perception, of course, is that the state government acted, but acted pretty late. The fact that there were so many women who were speaking in the same voice to cast aspersions on their complaint is something that creates a very, very wrong perception as far as the overall law and order situation and the intent to provide justice and a fair investigation is concerned. The police has nabbed the two main accused here, and most of the women who have come out in one of the blocks in Sandeshkhali, which has 2 blocks in fact, and the problem is concentrated in one block. And they have all been naming these 2 people, that is Shibu Hajra and Uttam Sardar. Both of them have been arrested, but it's pretty late that this action has taken place.
No, but why?
And the fact
why
that
Shah
the
Jahan?
NCW
What is so important about Shah Jahan Sheikh? He used to be once, I'm told, with the CPM. He then shifted loyalties to the TMC. He seems to be, in a way, the Dada of the area, who seems to control the area. Is he seen, therefore, as someone who is indispensable politically, that he cannot be arrested?
Well, that is the message that's coming out from the 3MC camp, because if the chief minister, whom the police reports to, and she has, defended Shah Jahan Sheikh in the floor of the House in the Assembly, she said that this is BJP's grand conspiracy. They sent the ED to hound Shah Jahan Sheikh, and and that's why the ED was there. So clearly, Shah Jahan Sheikh is absconding right now. There are other grave charges against him, because there is charges of provocation from the locals who finally attacked the ED team that had gone there. And later on, the women folk in that area came out in a kind of a revolt, where they're all saying that it's not just a sexual assault, it's also land grab, it's also literal, extortion of money. All these things does make for a very, very potent case. However, the Trinamool Congress and the government here, clearly with the chief minister stating this, it does seem like that they're still in support of Shah Jahan Sheikh, unlike, Jyotipriya Maulik, because Jyotipriya Maulik, the former minister, the Food and Civil Supplies minister, Shah Jahan Sheikh is considered to be a very close aide of Jyotipriya Maulik. Jyotipriya Maulik has now been arrested by the ED, and just 2 days back, the government has taken a decision to strip him of his cabinet portfolio. What has taken it so long? We don't know. Whether this is connected, that's not very sure. But the fact is that Shah Jahan Sheikh has not yet been expelled from the party. No action has been taken, and rather the Chief Minister has spoken out in support of Shah Jahan Sheikh. Only makes matters very, very worse for the Trinamool Congress, and the government clearly is on the back foot, Rajdeep.
Fuad Halim, you are now with us. What is the CPM stand? Do you agree with what the BJP is saying, that president's rule, or at least the NCW says president's rule in Bengal, or do you believe this is an attempt to encircle Mamata Banerjee ahead of the Lok Sabha elections?
Well, let me put it on record, Rajdeep, that on the question of Sandeshkhali, the BJP is a late bloomer. You have to keep in mind that the first person to be arrested by the TMC police on the complaint of one of the accused, who now himself is in jail, is our former MLA Nirapada Sardar. Last Sunday, he was pulled in from his home. The protests that have been taking place at the ground level and the bandh that we have called in protest against the arrest of Nirapada Sardar has been met with overwhelming what you call support from the local people. We are leading the people in Sandeshkhali, and that movement is on, and the question of the modesty of women being outraged by these people on whose complaint, as I repeat myself, the TMC police have arrested our party leader over there along with the entire leadership over there to create a vacuum to allow the BJP to enter.
But will you support the BJP on this? Will the CPM and BJP come together on this?
There is no question. The people of Sandeshkhali will show the way the women are protesting over there. They are not waiting for the NCW and all these things, question of president's rule or anything. The women in Sandeshkhali have taken to the streets. They are protesting. They have moved ahead. They have taught Shibu Hazra a lesson in his house. Such a lesson that most probably he is not going to forget for his entire life. And the women of Sandeshkhali are going to teach all those people the way they have behaved. You have to keep in mind what happened in Boktui, Rajdeep. You have to understand that how Lalan Sheikh, the prime accused, who could have revealed how the internal machinations of the TMC have taken over the land from the poor people, who have snatched away opportunities from the unemployed, he was found hung in CBI custody. But that's the complicity of the BJP and the TMC. The BJP might want to fake what you call position against the TMC, but they have to answer as to how Lalan Sheikh died in their custody. That question yet needs to be answered. Now coming back to Sandeshkhali, it's a question of land. It's a question of the rights of the women. They have been violated over there. And who has been sleeping? The TMC. The TMC has been sleeping on it. The BJP has been sleeping on it. The TMC higher leadership, after sleeping on it, wakes up suddenly that their local minions are doing all these things. My question categorically, has the TMC as a party asked Shah Jahan Sheikh to surrender? Has the TMC as a party suspended Shah Jahan Sheikh from its ranks? Has the TMC as a party?
Good question. 1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute. Let Riju Datta answer.
The TMC administration has moved on the complaint of Shibu Hazra, somebody who has perpetrated all these crimes. And has the TMC administration corrected itself? Why is Nirapada Sardar still in custody? Why is Nirapada Sardar, who is leading the protest from there, being kept out of action? Is it not the machinations?
Okay, let Riju Datta. 1 minute, ma'am.
BJP is a late bloomer.
Fuad Halim, you made that point. Fuad Halim, you have made that point. You have made the point, sir. Let Riju Datta answer the simple question. Riju Datta, why has the TMC not asked Shah Jahan Sheikh to surrender?
This leader, that leader, and everything.
Okay, let him answer the question now. Answer the basic question, Riju Datta. Why has Shah Jahan Sheikh not been asked to surrender? Why is he not expelled? After these testimonies, the least you can do is at least take action against the leader.
I can't judge.
Now, as I am on your debate, right now, there is no written formal complaint of any sexual abuse or torture against Sheikh Shah Jahan. After the EDC fiasco, he's absconding. And I was hearing CPIM give lectures. The producers of Kerala story, the perpetrators of gang rapes and mass murders in Bengal for 34 years.
What about me? Not interest in Kerala. You talk about Bengal. You promised Parivartan. You promised Parivartan in Bengal. 1 minute, ma'am. Listen to others. Be patient. 1 minute. I'll come to you.
Yes. My logic is this. why CPM has been shouting on the top of their voice on every news channel that women are being tortured for the last 10 years. Their ex-NLA, who's been arrested, who was trying to stroke a fire there. My question is this: in this day and age of social media, where was this fellow before 6th of February? Why did not BJP and CPM raise a voice that there has been such crimes perpetrated in Sardesai? They are opposition political parties in Bengal.
No, because there was a fear factor.
Why have they not reported it?
No, there was a fear factor clearly which prevented people from speaking out. But Sanju Verma.
Forget the people. What
Okay, Riju Datta, just a minute. Sanju Verma, simple question to you and a direct answer I want. Now we are told by Shuvendu Adhikari, your BJP chief there, that the Prime Minister will at a rally next month meet the Sandeshkhali victims. The Prime Minister doesn't have time to go to Manipur even once. Not once has he gone to Manipur for the last 9 months, but he's rushing to Bengal. Again, I come to it. Is the BJP playing with fire with politics? You're not interested in women's welfare. You're interested in winning votes in Bengal. You want to destroy Mamata's woman vote.
May I come in now?
Yes, please.
And now, Rajdeep, you asked me a straight question. Please let me tell you very clearly that law and order is a state subject. Mamata Banerjee should be held responsible, and I hope you will ask her some tough questions over a plate of rasagullas notwithstanding. Speaking of Manipur, Rajdeep Sardesai, please understand that it has been, about a little over 52 odd years that Manipur became a state. And barring the time when we saw that violence between the Kuki and Metis, Manipur under the BJP since 2016 has seen excellent track record in terms of Vikas, excellent track record in terms of law and order.
With due regard, ma'am, that's not an answer. Ma'am, that's not an answer. Mamata Banerjee has to answer. Mamata Banerjee has to answer for Sandeshkhali. Surely the BJP has to answer for Manipur.
जवाब देने दो ना राजदीप. आपने सवाल पूछा, जवाब तो देने दो भाई.
But you're not answering my question, ma'am.
I am answering. Please keep quiet.
Sure.
You tell me, Sanju Verma, calm down. Rajdeep Sardesai, calm down. Have that glass of water and now listen.
Sure.
Let me be very clear with you. Manmohan Singh became a Rajya Sabha MP from Assam way back in 1991 till 28 years, till 2019. He was an MP from Assam. Then he became an MP from Rajasthan. In those 28 years, Manmohan Singh did not visit the Northeast even 2.8 times. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has visited the Northeast more than 50 times. His cabinet colleagues have visited the Northeast more than 400 times. The first broad gauge railway connecting Barak Valley in Assam and Tripura came after Narendra Modi became Chief Minister. The first airport in Sikkim came when Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister. And last but not the least, when Rajdeep Sardesai talks about Bilkis Bano, I want him to talk about Shah Bano. When Rajdeep Sardesai talks about Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, I want him to talk about the ex-PA of Sonia Gandhi, P.P. Madhavan, accused of raping a Dalit woman. When Rajdeep Sardesai talks about Kuldeep Sengar, I want him to also tell that let Shah Jahan Sheikh be hanged by the noose.
I am very clear. Okay, now, voice down. I am very clear, ma'am. Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance to any crimes against women. I want to make that very clear. I come from a belief that zero tolerance against crimes against women, period. Whichever state you belong to. And law and order is something that you guys... No, Riju Datta, you see, you can... Riju Datta, because it's your state, I'm going to give you the final word today. The fact is, law and order is a state subject. Mamata Banerjee is the Home Minister. She cannot pass the buck. On this issue, you cannot pass the buck. You will have to answer, why have you not got Shah Jahan Sheikh to surrender?
Has never passed the buck, and you know better than that, better than anyone. So Rajdeep, let me tell you, one incident which does not make your 9 p.m. show. Manrega funds are being stopped by the central government. The state government is giving it now. Today in Nondigram, where the leader of opposition, Shuvendu Adhikari, has won from, there was a camp where BJP goons came and attacked women. They have beaten women of Bengal in Nondigram black and blue because they were filing for their Manrega forms. These zamindars of BJP have come to that, and BJP spokesperson will come on 9 p.m. prime time and talk about women security. I am telling you in no uncertain terms, in Lok Sabha, Pradhan Mantri can come to Bengal, try his 30% Mughal and communal politics in Bengal, but the women of Bengal will give a revenge vote to Narendra Modi, and we will make sure that BJP is removed from Bengal.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We've heard all sides. We've heard all sides. Clearly, Mamata Banerjee is on test here. Because at the end of the day, law and order is a state subject, and it will be for Mamata Banerjee to show that she has zero tolerance towards crimes against women.